Let's dig into lesson 14 in ENG4C. So this lesson, you're going to do some research. So you're going to read through the task, which is to write a research report about a topic of interest. So you're going to think of something that you're interested in. It could be any topic whatsoever. Here's some examples: substance abuse, depression, racism, poverty, violence, the environment, social media. It doesn't have to be related to a novel or anything like that. You're going to find, let's say, 3 to 5 references from sources like CBC, BBC, EBSCOhost, Global News, CNN, CTV, CHCH, the Hamilton Spectator. This is what a report, which you'll eventually do, is going to look like. You don't have to do all this stuff just yet, okay? What do you have to do? You are going to brainstorm topics, okay? So that's really it. So you look at, brainstorm some topics. This is a brainstorm here. So the topic here is relationship violence. You get to pick your own topic. If it was me, I would, my topic would be climate change or plastic pollution, or habitat destruction, or maybe Canadian carbon emissions or Canadian waste. Something towards that, towards the environment is something that interests me, but everybody has different interests. So let's say I select climate change, then I'd have to think of different parts of climate change that I want to explore in CBC, BBC, this Hamilton Spectator news articles. So if it's climate change, first, yeah, maybe warning sign. What are some what is climate change? What are the signs of climate change? Okay. What are some of the risks to people and animals? What are some statistics? What are the effects of climate change, and maybe how can we stop it? It doesn't have to be, I'm just trying to create my own here. So all you have to do is brainstorm a topic, okay? Let me maybe do a quick one here with climate change just to show you what an example. So climate change brainstorm, and you can pick your own, or you can do climate change too, it's up to you. So what are some aspects of climate change that I would like to explore? I definitely want to know the causes. I want to know what the effects are. I want to know what the solutions are. Those are 3 things. And I also want to know local, maybe statistics, or local focus. So what's going on in like Hamilton, Ontario, and Canada for climate change. I'm going to focus on, let's maybe do a couple for each one. So I got causes. What did I do here? I double clicked on causes and I pressed Control C, or you can copy. This is a quick way to Google search. Then I press Control V, causes, climate change. Now I'm going to need good sources. The United Nations. There's a great source. So, I didn't even have to do very much. So United Nations is very reliable. This is from Canada, like the government of Canada, canada.ca. There's NASA. All of these, the United States. This is the UK. This is Europe. This is another organization from the US. The Royal Societies is a group of scientists. Okay, all of these I could use because these are all good sources. I could also type in CBC. There's climate change. Why Canadians need to know about climate change. So we got so much stuff. There's some statistics. Statistics means numbers. They are facts about the costs or the effects or how many of something, how much. So I got lots of information here. I'll just go back to the first one because it was really simple. Generating power. Got generating power. I'm just copying and pasting here. Manufacturing goods. And cutting down forests. There's more causes. Transportation. Producing food. There's one you don't really think about too much. So, see how I got some information? Now, one thing I got to make sure that I do is I take it from the source, that I know the source that it came from. So I'm going to copy here, and then I'm going to paste it here. So now it's saved. Then the effects. So climate change is a great one because it is the most important issue facing humans right now. And Google has finally started finding good information easy. It used to actually be hard. When I was teaching this 10 years ago, if you typed in effects, you would get good information and you get bad information. So here's some effects, hotter temperatures, of course. And you see, all I'm doing is just copying and pasting here. You get the information, copy and paste to put it in your work. Solutions, and again you type in solutions, climate change, then Hamilton, Ontario, so maybe Hamilton, climate change, okay. Hamiltonville's roadmap to fight climate change. Look at this. So I'm just going to copy and paste this. This was June 2nd, 2022, so that's pretty new. And then I'm going to add some details. So I'll read through it. How do I read a news article? Read the title. Hamilton unveils roadmap to, okay, what do I think this is about? Okay, it's going to be about how Hamilton is going to deal with climate change. And then this is called the subheading. Climate change action strategy is meant to cut carbon emissions and ready Hamilton for unavoidable consequences of global warming like heat waves and floods. Okay, good. So now the subheading tells me exactly what it's about. I'm just going to copy and paste it in there. Yeah, so that's exactly what it's going to do. So there's a climate change action strategy. So it's going to cut carbon emissions, and it's going to ready Hamilton. It's going to make Hamilton ready for it because there's going to be lots of changes in Hamilton because we waited too long to stop climate change. So lots of great stuff here. What are they going to do? I would take some points there. There's 50,000. There you go. There's some statistics. Let's see. There's another statistic. There's another number. Yeah. Okay. So once I do that, guess what? I'm done. There's lesson 14. I hope this was helpful to you. I'm just going to make sure that I'm not missing anything here. No, that's good. If you have any questions, let me know. I'd love to discuss this with you. So just remember that this is the very beginning of it. This is the brainstorm to figure out what the heck you're going to do, and maybe what aspects of that thing you're going to do research on and write a report eventually. So you're not writing the report now, you're just getting some information and deciding the focus of your report. That's it for now. Ta-ta.